So today, guys, we are going to be taking a look at the new Exotic LMG coming to the Division 2. Now, this is coming in Season 2, but we are currently testing it on the test server. Now, I'll tell you, when you first look at the weapon, it definitely looks like it isn't a finished product. Visually, the weapon itself definitely performs, and we'll explain that in a second. But if you look at the weapon, you have the dragon, then you have the barrel coming out of the mouth, and it kind of goes with the whole theme because this weapon can cause fire bullets, and we'll explain how that all works in a second. So when you first look at the weapon itself, right, you can see it has total damage of 105,000. And let me just show you the build I'm running. This isn't a build that I would run with this. This is just something I threw together really quick. We have 4-piece Heartbreaker, a Coyote mask, and we have contracted gloves, 1.5 million. So if we look at the weapon itself, you can see it has 105,000 damage. That's on this build. 800 RPM and 85 in the magazine. Now, there's only one other weapon that has this type of RPM and can carry this mag size at the same, right? And that is the MG5. So when we compare it to the MG5, you can look, they both have 800 RPM. They both have 85 in the magazine. I can actually put a 50 round mag on this, well, a pouch on this one, and get up to 100. But yeah, I put the 35. But look at the damage difference. 87,000 and then 105,000. 18,000 difference on the Exotic. So already, if we had no talents active, this bad boy is outperforming the MG5. Now we look at the stats. We both have LMG damage. Both of them have no expertise, so nothing affecting it there. Both have 12% damage sharks out of cover. Both have 6% damage to armor. And we'll go down and you'll see, obviously we have the Exotic talent and then we have the MG5. The MG5 for the testing, I'm gonna put close and personal. So I'll kill the target and then have the 30% weapon damage and see how close it is to this weapon so you guys can see right there. Now I'll put crit hit damage, crit hit chance, and 35 rounds, but we'll make sure that the crit chance is around the same. But what I want to do is really focus on this Iron Lung talent. Now look at it. Shooting heats up the weapon, filling up heat meter. The meter is equivalent to 50% of the magazine standard magazine size. So you can know the standard magazine size on this one, halfway is 42.5, right? So once we get around 42, 43, we will have fire bullets. Now you have to keep firing so it holds the max stat. You can't just let go of it because as soon as it's not full, no more fire bullets. When the meter is full, rounds shot by the weapon ignite enemies. Now when not shooting, the meter depletes over time. Like I said, that means you won't be able to ignite the enemies. Reloading or swapping the weapon fully depletes the meter. Now what's cool about it, it does come with 10% critical hit damage on the scope and 10% critical damage on the underbarrel. And then it has 35 rounds, the same as what we have on the MG5. What I want you guys to know is if we look at this real quick, if we compare it, you know, the MG5 is 87, the Iron Lung is 105. If you go to the RPK, look what the RPK is. The RPK is only 2,750 more, but it has 650 RPM, so 150 RPM less. But the Iron Lung is almost hitting as hard as the RPK. So the Iron Lung almost has the damage of an RPK, but with the RPM of a MG5. Same RPM as the MG5, almost the same damage as the RPK. Now remember, you can't use any talents to help proc the damage even more. So that's something for us to keep in mind. We're gonna go to the range real quick. I wanna check it out with the MG5 just so you guys can see the difference, right? And for the testing, what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually put on a striker set for you guys. So we're gonna run a 4-piece striker, one blue, all reds, and then so the damage, the RPM is actually gonna go up to 920. We'll have 115,000 total damage. We go to the stats, you'll see we have 49% critical hit chance. Now, if I were to switch to the MG5 for you guys real quick, you'll see we're at 54%. And that's because I can actually add a crit hit chance on the MG5. That's the only reason. But yeah, if I tweak this a little, if I get max rolls, at least be at 50%. So 4% should be the difference on the crit hit chance. What we'll do is first, let's take a look at the MG5 so you guys can see how hard that one hits, right? So what I wanna do first is I wanna build a stack to 100 stack, and then we're gonna build Obliterate too. Once you get Obliterate, there we go, max stack with the striker. 1.1 million, right? We're hitting about 1.1 million. And that is also with close and personal active. Yeah, that's actually pretty nice. And the MG5 did have close and personal. So let's see what this Iron Lung can do. Let's build max stacks. About 1.2 million. So about almost 100,000 more per headshot. Hitting about 15 million total DPS. And I was hitting like 14 with the MG5. 16 million. Now, since we know the damage is better, right? Since now we can see the damage is a little better, I do want to show you the talent itself. Let's hit the shots on the body. We're just going to do all body shots for the testing itself. You see, when the fire starts, when you have that full stack, the dragon breath has to be lit up. So I won't have fire. Now I have fire, 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 fire. As soon as I reload, it goes away. The next time I start shooting, no fire, right? Fire, 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 fire. You see it? So that's how it works. This thing is probably going to be pretty amazing with this build. I can already tell. We're going to be running all reds, one blue. We're running the Iron Lung, and then I'll be stacking it with this ACS 12 that has preservation. So let's go test this build out in a heroic mission. So we are playing Lincoln Memorial on heroic to see what this thing could do. Let's test it out.
Serious trauma.
That was pretty close. He's gonna hit me with a grenade. I already know. I'm dead. There we go. Hey, I'm actually liking this. The rate of fire on this thing. You know what I think this might work good on? A True Patriot set. Like, I like the rate of fire from the strikers.
All clear. I repeat, the compound is all
Not bad. Thing definitely shreds. See, when you stop firing, the fire bullets go away. This might be it, guys.
Lock that tunnel door from that control center. The Alliance board those orders loaded with DC-52.
Two guys here. I see the shreds, bro. So here's our final encounter. We get 3 bosses. So let's see what this thing can do. I do like the fire because it disrupts them. Wow, just so easy. And that is the new Exotic LMG. You guys saw what it could do. It performed in the range. It outperformed the MG5 with the same RPM, even with a talent active like close and personal that gives it 30% extra weapon damage. It was outperforming that because this one is consistent, sustained damage without having to proc anything. From the first bullet, you already have that proc. You don't have to worry about being close to the enemy. You don't have to get the kill. So something for you guys to keep in mind. And when you run it with the striker, it actually feels pretty good. But yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Could this be something you run in season 2? Hey, Nothing But Skills out. Take it easy, everybody.